Hi, Hazel.
Max! Big night tonight. How are you feeling?
I'm sorry. Something really, really big has come up. I can't make it this weekend.
You are kidding me. Max, these are not the kind of people you want to cancel on.
I'm so sorry for the late notice. I only just found out myself.
Okay, I see this all the time. Young, talented artist on the verge of stardom. You're feeling some jitters. I get it.
No, it's not that. I know what I need to do. It's so peaceful. But for how long? Moses should be waiting for me in his office. I wonder how Moses will react to all this. His students don't call him Space Daddy for nothing, no matter how often he tells them not to. The planetarium, haven for astronomers and stoners alike. When we were on the road, Chloe loved pointing out Venus and Mars to me in the night sky. Yasmin's replacement has some big ideas for the school. Kinda wish he'd keep them to himself. Come for the world-class education, stay for the timeshare presentation. My classroom is the great outdoors. At least until it starts snowing. Moses should be in his office waiting for our hot chocolate date.
I told Dr. Jordan he didn't need to convince me. My own conversations with you were sufficient, not to mention your student ratings. Your intro courses are 9s in a sea of 4s. For you to be so highly regarded, especially by non-majors, is... well, very highly regarded, it seems.
Max? You okay?
Sorry. Long day. You were saying?
I was just telling Moses that he is officially invited to join the Caledon faculty once he becomes Dr. Murphy next year.
Right, the job offer. I remember. I mean... it was a foregone conclusion. Moses is the best. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm still taking it in. But President Teller's plans for the physics department are very exciting.
This building is the one real investment that Caledon has made in the sciences. With 4 departments under one roof, we need to expand. And that's just the beginning. In a few years, the whole school will look like this, a cutting-edge research institution to rival MIT.
I thought most students came to Caledon for liberal arts.
Currently, yes. But if we want to remain competitive and move past the events of last year, Caledon needs to modernize. Dr. Fayyad was a great leader, and she had an eye for talent. Finding Moses was one of her many successes. But she had an idealistic streak, which reminds me, Max, do your students still have all A's?
Everyone who's still in the class has an A, but plenty of students dropped when they realized how tough it would be.
I noticed that too. Not the academic curve we strive for, but perhaps that wasn't covered in your orientation.
Max isn't a traditional academic, but she's amazing with her students. Like you said, Yasmin has an eye for talent. She was even talking about creating a photography major.
It's not that I doubt your talent, Max. You're just a beneficiary of her short-sightedness. I mean, an instructor with no teaching experience or terminal degree, living rent-free in the house that was once reserved for visiting luminaries? It's like, how was this allowed to happen?
Wow. I do not remember this conversation being such a disaster.
Well, duty calls. Moses, contact my office if you have any questions about the offer.
Man, that guy is just dying to fire me.
You already knew about my job offer. But you had to remember, so... You're not rewinding from later today, are you?
You're good. I'm back from Sunday.
Did you jump back into a photo? We agreed that that was too dangerous.
I acted on instinct. I hope it was the right choice.
What happened? Did something go wrong with the gallery show?
No, the show was great, incredible, but while I was gone, something at Caledon went very, very wrong. There was a protest about something. It turned into a riot. By the time I got back, the whole campus was on fire. Look.
That's definitely the campus on fire. Compositionally, It is a bit more abstract than usual.
I wasn't trying to take a photo. I dropped my camera when I saw you. Moses, I'm sorry, but I saw you.
Oh. Wow. Where was I?
On the roof. I tried to help, but I couldn't get inside.
Working on a Sunday. I need more hobbies. Okay. Before you came back here through the photo, did you try to rewind in the fire?
I tried, but I couldn't save anyone. I've never felt so powerless before. All that destruction, and there was nothing I could do.
That's not true. You bought us time. Time that we'll make the most of. So, where should we start? Fire department? They'll just laugh at us. We should act normal. Search for clues, talk to suspects without rousing suspicion. Which is exactly what your powers are perfect for. Did we do any rewind testing when you were here the first time?
No, we just talked about my trip over hot chocolate.
Then let's change that. We'll practice your skills, and if you run into any danger this weekend, you'll be ready.
Let's get to work.
Moses is right. I need to be prepared for this weekend. We've covered a lot of ground these past months together. People started talking about Safi's death like it was a bad dream. Then they stopped talking about it at all. After everything with the timelines last year, Moses thinks my powers might have evolved in other ways. Not sure if I want to know if he's right. Yeah, about that whole avoid section. No crazy storms in the 9 months that we've been testing my powers. That's something. Moses has been tracking weather patterns along with our rewind testing. No correlation yet. I'm a good guinea pig. For the most part. Moses likes working on this when I'm around. I'm his Control Z. Moses is so passionate about physics. But as far as I can tell, physics is just loading screens. Tony and Moses make it look easy. How do you keep somebody that close for that long? Safi's been radio silent for almost a year. I wish we knew where she was. I'm 90% sure that Harold isn't real. Moses just made up a fake grad student to get an office all to himself. A cutting from Maya's memorial tree. We're planning to give it to Safi, if she ever comes back. Aw, May's at the vet. I was in the mood for another staring contest. You really understand how I'm feeling right now? Turtle strapped to a rocket booster? Moses had me rewind after the first scene of Brain Bucket 3 because he, quote, needed to unsee that. Yasmin has been through hell in the last year. Not that she didn't deserve some of it, but still. I was really worried when Moses said I should practice my powers. But he was sure we could do it safely, and so far, he's been right.
You really missed your calling as the host of a children's science show.
There's still time. Let's begin. What was drawn on that card?
Ugh. Seriously?
I never joke about testing, Max.
And yet you're such a ham. One moment.
Time to fire up my rewind powers so I can grab that index card before Moses rips it.
Yoink.
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil Swordmaster Frostbite from No True Samurai. Test number 1. Tell me who killed him.
I have no idea. Let me guess. I can find the answer somewhere in this very room.
Who cares? It's a one-strike question. Test failed.
You're the worst.
Who was the murder victim? Frostbite? Maybe a fireflinger did the deed. I doubt this little guy starred in No True Samurai, but anime can surprise me. How dare Moses be good at art and physics? Some of us can barely be good at one thing. Are you my mystery killer? Moses likes working on this when I'm around. I'm his Control-Z. Using a rewind test to get me into anime? Moses is abusing his powers. You really understand how I'm feeling right now? Turtle strapped to a rocket booster? Well, you're definitely no true samurai. But are you the killer? Moses' secret contraband kettle out in the open? Yoink.
Welcome back.
Yoink.
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil Swordmaster Frostbite from No True Samurai. Test number 1. Tell me who killed him.
I have no idea. Let me guess. I can find the answer somewhere in this very room.
Who cares? It's a one-strike question. Test failed.
You're the worst.
After everything with the timelines last year, Moses thinks my powers might have evolved in... Are you my mystery killer? Using a rewind test to get me into anime? Moses is abusing his powers.
Get us out of here!
Moses' pride and joy. Though, he hasn't had as much time for the stars since he started studying my powers. Who was the murder victim? Frostbite? Maybe a fireflinger did the deed. Moses is so passionate about physics, but as far as I can tell, physics is just... I doubt this little guy starred in No True Samurai, but anime can surprise me. Tony and Moses make it look easy. How do you keep somebody that close for that long? How dare Moses be good at art and physics? Some of us can barely be good at one thing. Oh, I'll find Swordmaster Frostbite's killer, Moses. Just you wait.
Yoink.
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil Swordmaster Frostbite from No True Samurai. Test number 1. Tell me who killed him.
I have no idea. Let me guess. I can find the answer somewhere in this very room.
Who cares? It's a one-strike question. Test failed.
You're the worst.
Who was the murder victim? Frostbite? Maybe a fireflinger did the deed. Oh, I'll find Swordmaster Frostbite's killer, Moses. Just you wait. I'm 90% sure that Harold isn't real. Moses just made up a fake grad student to get an office all to himself. Are you my mystery killer? You, a high school girl? The plot thickens. But what's her name? Here she is. But what's your name, young lady? Mina Hiramatsu. If I make it through this weekend, I promise to marathon your work with Moses. Using a rewind test to get me into anime? Moses?
Okay, ask me.
Who killed Swordmaster Frostbite in No True Samurai?
Mina Hiramatsu, the badass high schooler.
Correct. Are you ready for test number 2? Please hand me the object behind that locked door.
What is he up to now?
If you want me to do something other than break into this thing with a screwdriver, speak now.
I'm just observing my test subject.
Good to hear.
No instructions, just a locked door. I bet Chloe and Moses would have loved each other as only two nerds could. I wish they would have met. Haven't had to break into something for a while. But it's probably just like stealing a bike.
You just love watching me break things for science.
I know I won't remember it, but I still love watching it.
Damn. It's never simple in the time dojo. Okay, I'm probably not going to develop hand-eye coordination in the next few minutes. Need another plan. A test where I get to break into things? Is Moses trying to cheer me up? Okay, I'm probably not going to develop hand-eye coordination in the next few minutes. Need another plan. You probably are a true samurai, actually. You really understand how I'm feeling right now. Turtle strapped to a rocket booster. Moses had me rewind after the first scene of Brain Bucket 3 because he, quote, needed to unsee that. A cutting from Maya's memorial tree. We're planning to give it to Sophie, if she ever comes back. If I want to get that mug, I'll have to find some way to protect it when it falls. I'll need the mug intact to give it to Moses. How can I keep it from breaking?
Is this a bonus rewind test? Did you want the mug to fall?
No. That's just a lucky break.
Yes! A test where I get to break into things? Is Moses trying to cheer me up?
Max, you have to unbust the door.
What? Fixing it wasn't part of the test?
I think you know that it was. Thanks. I'll put the kettle on. Meet me on the X when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. I want you to teleport to this side of the room in a particular moment. Specifically, the moment before this mug hits the ground.
Moses!
It does that sometimes. I'm gonna count to 3.
Moses!
Ah!
Moses, unplug the kettle!
Oh, it just does that sometimes.
Guess I'll have to do this myself.
Ah!
Moses, unplug the kettle!
Oh, it just does that sometimes.
Moses, unplug the kettle!
Oh, it just does that sometimes. Max, why'd you leave the X? What happened?
Fire happened.
Whoa. And I was just gonna let it spark. Well, thank you, teleporting Max. What?
That didn't happen before. We had hot chocolate last time, but it didn't combust. I just got back and I'm already changing things.
That's fascinating. Probably best to skip on the hot chocolate today. Let's debrief when you're ready.
Please tell me you'll stop using that kettle. For all we know, it burns down the school in 2 days.
I know it's a dysfunctional relationship, but I can fix her. You're right, though. Consider this her official retirement party.
How are you feeling about the disaster I just dropped into your lap?
Still processing. But I'm glad we still have a chance to do something. How do you feel?
I feel like I'm about to lose something big. And I just don't know what it is yet. What if it was a mistake to come back here? What if I just make everything worse?
I know there are risks. There's a reason we never tested your ability to jump into photos. But our testing has proved that some kinds of rewind are safe. If you unbreak a mug, the universe doesn't seem to care.
What if I can't change anything? One time I tried to save my friend's father from dying in a car crash and
You've told me. And yes, it sounds like the universe sometimes has a dark sense of humor. We'll just have to wait and see. Let's take stock. What do we know for sure? What leads do we have?
So, who would have a motive to burn down Caledon? I saw signs of a protest, but I'm not sure what it was about.
We haven't heard from Safi since she left.
Moses. No way. I didn't see any sign of her.
Safi's a shapeshifter. She was furious with her mom and with Caledon. Could it be her?
Safi's been gone for months. Her mom isn't even the president anymore. And she works alone. A riot isn't her style.
A riot is chaos. Safi's natural habitat.
Even so, Safi may hate the administration, but she'd never hurt the students. The only thing we know for sure is that my powers are going to complicate things. They always do.
Maybe this time is different? We can't stay locked in the past.
Like I can help it. Every time a new disaster strikes, it always brings me back to the first disaster.
Chloe, in the school bathroom.
Trying to save Chloe and the place I love is how I destroyed the last place I loved.
Arcadia Bay, right? It looked beautiful. At least from the photos you showed me.
It was beautiful. When it was still on the map. How do I know Lakeport won't be next? How are you so calm?
Because things are different. You're an adult with better control of your powers. And you have a brilliant physicist friend who wants to help.
That I do. Vin and Amanda could help us. Vin knows everything about Caledon, and Amanda knows everything about Lakeport. Too bad I can't tell them why I'm asking. They'd never believe me.
Because of the storm amnesia?
We need a better name. That sounds like a disease you get in a fantasy novel.
Well, you turned down cognitive dissonance triggered collective memory loss.
Sometimes, I wish everyone still remembered. The two timelines and everything with Safi and me having powers and...
You could remind them. You reminded me when I started forgetting.
I was selfish. It was so scary when all their memories started fading. I couldn't stand the thought of being alone with everything again.
Understandable. But why me?
I knew you could handle it. But most people aren't you. It's better if they don't know.
Even Amanda and Vin?
Even Amanda and Ven. So, how do we stop a fire before it starts? Oh, right. My class starts in 15 minutes. I should cancel.
No. Don't make any changes you don't have to. If we mess with the timeline too much, we might introduce new variables.
You know, I saw something in class last time. Reggie took a call and walked away when I got near. I wonder if it was about Abraxas.
Secret society. Shady calls with the Abraxas president. It could be something.
And in the fire, I noticed some Abraxas graffiti. It seemed ominous.
Text me if you learn anything. I'm gonna steal another whiteboard from engineering. And Max? Promise me you'll do whatever you can this weekend. To stop the fire. To save people if it breaks out. Anything. I know there are consequences to using your powers, but inaction has consequences too. Whatever happens, I need us to know that we did everything we could.
I think I need that too.
Have a good class.